shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for the Dolphins. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone. I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious. So you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He's got Smith here. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second and 5. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have got his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats inbounds.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs, because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Elliott. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. A first down carry by Elliott. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Flush to his right. Open man, the tight end Henry. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
We're going to work. That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Now Elliott. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13.
Dolphins, nothing. Matthew White set to kick off.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're at the halfway point of the season, Charles, 8-0. What a great start. Clearly a Super Bowl contender, if not the outright favorite, through 2 months to win the whole thing.
Well, there aren't too many bad things you can say right now because this team is playing pretty well. They've had a couple of injuries. That could plague them down the stretch. But their intensity doesn't waver. I think the road to the Super Bowl is going to go through them in the playoffs. And if you're on their road, things can be bumpy for you.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And they will finally get to him down at the Bengals 22. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Back to throw here. This is caught. It's Kirk. Touchdown, Dolphins. Christian Kirk, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, and I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is now 13.
Makes the score. Bengals 20. Dolphins 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now a throw here, hauled in. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's a run with Mixon. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he'll go underneath here to Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's a little fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
It's now 3rd down and 4.
They'll set up to throw. And able to find Kirk complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 75 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got him the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Mixon, no signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. They were stopped last time from the 1. Now here's another try on 3rd and goal. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Herb Smith Jr., his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have tied it. Now they can take the lead with the extra point. Gonzalez now to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play. Yeah,
got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Mixon. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do.
Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of...
He's got him in. Complete. Touchdown.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Third and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Lets this go for Renfro downfield.
And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Bengals are right back in this football game.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
And he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
They get this out wide to Gaskin.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
And the Dolphins are going to get it back here just past the 35.
If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique, and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he had.
It got his man complete. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. It's a big play there for Miami. That one looks like he'll throw here.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. 2nd and 6. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Deebo Samuel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead is up to 18 now. Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Dolphins, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now.